Hello, everyone. In the sixth episode of Shift with Motor Drift, we had with us Karthik Nair, who taught us to sketch a really cool rim design. And this time, he's going to take his knowledge delivery to the next level by teaching us how to sketch an even cooler design in a limited period of time. So, welcome, Karthik, again on Shift
Thank you,
with Motor
Rishabh.
Drift. It's so great to have you again on the podcast.
It's a pleasure as well. So today, once again, I'm going to design a rim in the app called Autodesk Sketchbook on my phone. So it will be like a future focused, like how the rim will evolve. For example, in 2050, how it will appear. So that's what I'm going to design, and it will also be for the upcoming concept of mine called a bullet. So that's what I'm going to be designing today in the app.
Excited,
So
man?
without further, let's get started.
Yeah, let's get started.
Okay, bro. So first I will start the Autodesk app, and as you all saw in the previous episode that I had designed the rim in this application itself. So first, as usual, I will pick this guide, and then I will pick a pencil, and then I will set the radius. So as you all saw in the previous episode, first I sketched a basic general blueprint type layout on which I will be overlaying. So here I'm sketching the basic layout. Now this is the basic rim, the size, that is the profile of the rim. Now I will select the symmetry tool, radial symmetry, and this time I will go with 6 sections. So I will first lock this symmetry here itself, and now I will sketch. So as I told you, Rishabh, that this time the rim design is going to be more like biological and more
Yes.
biomimicking. So as you can see, this is very much like a flower type design, very basic and general.
Yeah, it's more natural. And this time I'm not going to be disturbing you like the last time. So, you can sketch freely and explain to the audience as well.
Yeah, and also we can save the time, or else the
Yeah, man.
meeting will get over. So this time I'm going to go beyond the boundaries. Like in the previous sketch, also I went outside the general layout. As you can see, this time also I went outside the general layout. So I was designing this concept, upcoming one called Bullet. It was aimed for the 2050 gen. That is like
30 years from now.
yeah, like 30 years from now,
Damn,
how
man.
a hatchback or a city car will look like. That's what I'm envisioning for.
You have a really futuristic vision, man. 30 years
Thanks,
from
bro.
now.
Actually, that's what we designers are here for. We have to translate what we are going to see in the future by designing stuff, trying new challenges, etc.
Yeah, taking the learnings from the present and the past and applying into the future.
Yeah, and so that everything reflects perfectly. Perfect balance. So here is the basic design. As you can see, very simple,
Yeah.
very minimalistic, and kinda natural, biomimicking, etc.
Mhm. Can you explain the
So
term
now I will
biomimicking
add
to the audience?
biomimicking means that we are acting a person's natural traits. For example, if a person does laugh every time. So we are acting as if that person is him or her. So we are basically reflecting that particular person's action. So that is called mimicry. But in biomimicry
Oh.
means that we are mimicking the uh, traits, the natural traits of the nature. Like for example, the how the leaves appear, how the trees, the nature, the surrounding. So in that sense, we are just trying to bring that atmosphere in this sketch here. So that's what,
So basically, we are trying to mimic nature.
yeah. So that is what biomimicry
Got it,
means.
man. Got it, man.
Okay. So I will now add another layer. On the first layer, I sketch the basic layout. On the second layer, I will be using the pastels as you all saw in the previous episode while I was designing the rim for Atlantis. So again, I will take this streaky pastel. This time I will be selecting red color, my personal favorite. And again, I will select the radial symmetry and locked. It's already locked. So as you are you able to see the red color?
Yes, man. I'm totally able to see the red color.
Yeah. So this time I'm going to go with the red color, my personal favorite. So in the
Mine is
previous
green.
one, I did I overlaid the sketch and did in that general layout itself. But this time I'm going with the separate layer itself. I could have used on
Okay.
this one first layer itself, but then it would get mixed up and it will create
Hmm.
a little mess. So that's why I opted for doing separately.
Gotcha.
So this is the main highlight where I would like to bring the focus on. It's like the red diamond that I call.
Ruby.
Yeah, a ruby, you can say that.
Hmm.
The previous one was a bit flashy, like I used the lime green color in the Atlantis rim design.
Hmm. Hmm.
In this one, it will be a mix of red and black. So whenever we have to cover more area in the sketch, we have to increase the size. That's the common logic. Maybe it's looking like Iron Man edition of the rim.
Yeah, man. A car with an Iron Man edition rim.
I think companies should put more effort in the rim design, I guess.
Yeah, they
To
should.
up the game. We only
Hmm.
get to see those crazy rim designs on concept cars.
Hmm. Or even in in hypercars.
Yeah, for craziness.
Yeah, because
Now
I
see
have
how it
seen
is looking.
manufacturers just focusing on the exterior body, and they do the rim design like it's some it's not an important task, and they just finish it up by copying one of their previous designs or just copying one another manufacturer. That's all they do.
Absolutely, absolutely.
I'm like, man, the rim is also a piece of art. You should put in your time as well.
It is like how for we humans we have shoes. So in car it is like rims are like shoes, like that. And
Manufacturers
rather
should,
being
yeah,
only a design part, they should also be functioning well, like aerodynamic rims, like the turbine wheels, like we saw on the Veneno.
on the Bugatti Bolide as well.
Yeah, and
Those
also on
fans
the
which
Ferraris,
those rims
Ferrari
which
rim
actually
designs,
increase downforce.
and they also help to cool the brakes as well.
Yeah, man, I
I
love
mean,
those kind of
something
rims.
innovative they should come up with.
Yeah,
Now
when
here
designers,
I will like to do some crazy things here. What I will do is I will grab an airbrush, I will increase the size, and then I will give some texture in this area.
okay,
Which texture will suit this trim design? I think that this design will suit.
yeah, I think the same.
I think either hexagons or either this triangle one. Even this one will go.
Let's
I
try
think we should use this one.
hexagons. How about hexagons?
Okay. Yeah. And shall I increase the scale or should I keep it medium?
Like, just keep it, medium, like not too high, not too low.
See, for example, now.
Yeah,
Wait.
this looks perfect, man. Honeycomb structure, it's mimicking the honeycomb structure.
Yeah. Now I will just decrease the opacity. Now see how it will appear.
Oh, dude, I can't
I
believe,
guess
man.
I
Like,
did
in
the right
just a
word.
few minutes, you have designed this.
Yeah. And for achieving this honeycomb structure in uniform manner, we have to sketch without removing the finger, without picking the tip.
Hmm.
Otherwise, see, I have picked the tip now.
Hmm.
Now, if I again go for this, then this overlays. It
Hmm.
overlays with different layer now, and this is no
Hmm.
more a hexagon.
Hmm. And
So
it's
for
looking
that, we have to
very busy also.
continuously sketch. Yeah. Now, should the mesh be looking with yellow color? Would it be appearing yellow or should it appear white or reddish?
Man, yellow looks sick. Not gonna lie, yellow looks sick.
Okay, thanks.
Like that honeycomb structure. And
Yeah, it looks amazing here.
one thing is for sure,
Now
man.
here
Once
there
my
are some areas, by the
yeah,
way, here there are some areas where color is not has not blended very well.
hmm.
So I will first try to reblend. Now here this prompt came because I was sketching on the hidden layer.
Okay.
So now I'm on this main layer. Many automotive designers use Procreate and apps, like I told you in the previous episode.
Yeah.
And there's a designer who is called I can't remember his name now,
Hmm.
but he's a designer for Volkswagen.
Hmm.
And I recalled his name. His name is JC Pavon, and he's the designer at Volkswagen. So on his page, he has a page on Instagram.
Hmm.
If you go and follow him at the
Hmm.
rate JC Pavon, you will see he has amazing collection of automotive artwork. I mean, I love his artwork. What he does is like I am doing, but instead of going for separate layers, he's making canvases on a single layer as well,
Oh, ma.
only out of a single layer.
We'll check him out, man. We'll check him out for sure.
I love his artwork so much. He's the inspiration behind this technique.
Now I have to check him out.
So I have filled the color. Now I will give it little beveling effect. So for that I will use white color and then some highlighting feature. So here what is happening is the light hits directly on this spot and it reflects back.
Oh.
So this area is not inside the rim,
Hmm.
not going inside. And also since uh, if you see, I have drew a line here.
Hmm.
That is the surface is changing.
Hmm.
So I would like to use white here also,
Hmm.
but for that I will again have to use another layer, and then I will drag this layer here and white color itself.
Hmm.
Now if I use the pastel again, then the white will appear more brighter. So I
Okay.
don't want that. So I will use this airbrush, and for the time being I will switch off the texture mode,
Hmm.
and I will reduce the size a little bit. And now I will give a little light effect so that this area is the main highlight where the light falls directly.
Hmm.
So now it is very odd looking. So now when I decrease the opacity, we can see.
Yeah. Now it looks more prominent.
Yeah, that's why I did it on a separate layer. If I went for the same layer, then it would have taken time.
Hmm.
And now when we have to uh, precisely detail, then we can use this no color eraser type color that we can use. Colorless color, we can say that.
Okay.
So now I again I unhid the layer. Now I will use again the colorless thing and erase some of the parts that are going outside the rim. How is it looking, by the way?
Cool
Is it great?
AF. Cool AF.
Okay. I think now I should decrease the opacity of the first initial layer.
Hmm.
Now it looks great. But still here you can see it is unfinished. So I will quickly do the finishing. I will again switch back to the pastel.
Hmm.
So again, to show the little bit of depth, I will darken the color as I had demonstrated in the previous episode.
Hmm.
So as you can see this part here, this red ruby, as you said,
Yeah.
this thing will be having a little bit of depth here. So this
Okay.
element is three-dimensional for this rim.
Hmm.
And whenever we blend the colors, we should do a bit of curvature here
Hmm.
so that it will look natural. Otherwise, it's like we did for the time being and we hurried up the process.
Okay.
So to give it a natural blend, we should see if we have if I did not curve, then I wouldn't have curved. Then it would have looked as if I am doing it in a hurry. Then
Hmm.
it would have ruined the design.
Yeah, man. I can understand.
So now again, little bit of depth here also. Okay, so this the spoke is also three-dimensional. Now the interior part of the hubcap,
Hmm.
that is also three-dimensional.
Hmm.
So here I will just darken the area. Now
Okay.
it is ready.
Hmm.
I hope it looks great now.
Yeah, man. It does. So is there anything left to do on it now?
Hmm, let me check. I think I should erase the background a bit,
Yeah.
only the outline. So it
Hmm.
will appear as if the light is casting from behind of the rim.
Yeah,
So
man.
I will grab the airbrush, increase the size, and then I will pick the colorless color,
Hmm.
and then I will go on this layer, the main layer. So
Okay.
as you can see, it is going way back.
Hmm.
I will just touch the boundary a little bit.
Okay.
So as you can see, it is appearing as if the rim design is placed in front of a light source or something like that.
Yeah, light is falling upon it from the top.
It is falling from behind as well. So for that
Yeah.
effect,
Hmm.
so here I did not use the symmetry because um, just for the convenience, you can use symmetry here as well, but I did it for my convenience.
Hmm.
So it's done.
This is the final piece, the final
Yeah,
masterpiece.
this is it.
Damn.
So this is the rim design that I did for my upcoming concept named Bullet. It features a six spoke design, and it has mesh-like inlays, and it has the three colors: red, that is ruby, as Rishabh said, and I would call this like an Iron Man edition of the Bullet rim.
Hmm.
So this is it. This is the final rim design
You know, to
for
make
the
it
Bullet.
more, closer to the Iron Man theme, what we can do? in this wheel cap, na, we can put the Iron Man face on it.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think in this center we can put Iron Man's face.
yeah, man. Can we do that now?
Actually, for that I have to go and download it separately.
Okay, no worries, man.
That
No worries.
okay.
But we still have about 7 to 8 minutes left.
Yeah,
Like, think about this, man. Last time we were running
that's
out of
great.
time, and this time we have too much time.
Yeah, and this time I did way better than the previous one, and also did a little bit of detailing additionally,
Yeah, man. And
and
this
I
time your
managed to get it very good.
internet connection was great as well. Your voice
Yeah,
didn't interrupted. Like, we
everything was
learned from our
perfect this
previous
time.
experiences.
Yeah,
Yeah. Well, that's how we work.
yeah. I
So,
hope you all enjoyed watching the whole process.
yeah, man. So, can you explain us a bit about this upcoming concept of yours, which you're talking about? Like,
So, like
bullet.
I said previously, I dubbed this bullet because I also posted an article on my profile, so you can check that. Please link my account also in this video description, so you guys can check that post as well.
I have linked your
So
accounts
in that
already.
post, I have posted a photo of the side profile of this bullet, but that side profile is a pre-development sketch. Now over the past few days, I have been sketching,
Hmm.
and after few iterations, I came upon the final design. So I haven't posted that design yet. So basically, it is nothing but 2050, a city car, or basically a small MPV type, you can say, that is aerodynamic and comfortable and luxurious as well.
Hmm.
For that is targeted for the year 2050.
Okay, man.
So in 2050, as you know, every car will be either be electric or hybrid. But
Most
I
probably electric,
guess
man.
keeping that in mind, I have designed it. Also, I have not made it look appear or appear boring because it is very minimalistic design. It has very minimalistic design,
Hmm.
and there are many blunt surfaces. There is no sharp creases and all,
Hmm.
but generally the overall body style has few curves on it, and
Hmm.
it looks stunning. I will post in a photo about that
Hmm.
on my Instagram handle,
No
so
worries,
you
man.
guys can check that later.
Yeah, man. So, can you turn on your camera now?
Okay,
Yeah, let's have a short chat.
okay. So that's how I designed the rim in the app.
Yeah. So, man, like, what are your next projects, upcoming projects that are coming up? Can you, explain us a bit? What are you planning
I
next?
cannot spill the beans as of now,
Okay.
but I am as of now working on two concepts.
Hmm.
One is a fastback GT, like a Grand Tour,
Hmm.
with a very menacing and very angry design. And
Hmm.
also, um, in the previous year, I set a design language, so I have got to be updating that design language also with
Hmm.
that. And also, um, a full size luxury SUV. I'm working on a full size luxury SUV that
Hmm.
will rival the GLS Maybach, the X7, etc.
Great to hear that, man. So,
With a crazy design.
yeah. And
This
would you be,
fastback GT that I am working on will
yeah.
also hint the full size luxury SUV that I am working on. So both have similarities in the design. Both are looking menacing as well.
So lots of projects and
So
designs coming up.
those are the upcoming two projects that I'm working on.
Have you ever, thought of, designing a hypercar or something like that in the future as well?
Yeah, I will look forward to that. As
Yeah.
of now, I'm working on this fastback GT and this full size. So I guess some iterations, I need to design some iterations to get
Hmm.
a final idea.
Hmm.
I'm still working on.
Hmm.
it is in the development,
Hmm.
under development.
So, man, in all
And
these
this time the
designs,
design is very
yeah,
minimalistic, I guess.
yeah. So, Karthik, in all these designs, which is your, favorite type to sketch? A hatchback, a sedan, a fastback GT, SUV, or, a performance car? What's your favorite?
Um, it is hard to choose, but if it comes to brutality and muscular body style, then I will go for um, like sports cars, hypercars, supercars, race cars, and also crossovers and SUVs. Because, but if you're asking me for choosing a one category, then I will go for SUVs because they are, brawny, muscular, brutal.
Hmm. And,
They
they
are
are
just
versatile
made
as
to go
well.
anywhere.
They're versatile as well.
Mhm.
The car
And
types
also
that are
the
meant for the end of the world.
comfortness. Yeah.
Yeah,
And it can go anywhere. The go anywhere availability
yeah. You can drive them on road,
ability.
off road. If there are
Yeah.
no roads,
You
even.
name it.
Yeah. So,
It
man,
can
like,
also carry as many passengers as you want.
yeah, practicality.
7 seat, 8 seat, 9 seat, etc.
And like the SUVs in today's world are not your traditional slow SUVs. They are fast as well.
Yeah. We actually the thing is for full size luxury SUVs, we
Mm.
don't need to focus on performance. We only need to see the luxuriness and comfort for the passengers that will be driving and be shuffled in the car.
Yeah, but some
So,
sort of
for
performance is always preferred.
size, yeah, I'm not saying
Mm.
that we have to neglect the performance completely,
Yeah,
but yeah, some consideration has to be done for
yeah.
performance.
Uh, we don't want SUVs that are 0 to 60 in 2 seconds, but yeah, around
Yeah,
6 to 7 seconds will be good.
that
It
would be ridiculous.
Yeah, man, like we would like it's not an
I
SUV
mean, where
anymore.
did the comfort go? There is
Yeah,
no comfort if there is an acceleration of, 2 or less than seconds of that.
but it seems like with the development of electric cars like these, which are claiming that they can go 0 to 60 in under 2 seconds, but
Yeah,
that might be a
I mean,
possibility.
electric vehicles can do that,
Hmm.
but now obviously the future is going to be all electric.
Hmm.
So the performance will up by
Yeah, man.
automatically it will be upping by levels.
So, man, do you
So
have any
that's my take.
message for the audience, like regarding their designing journey if they decide to, start their journey by watching this video, after watching this video?
My only advice will be to just start and prepare a portfolio so that if you are so no matter if you are in any other field also,
Hmm.
you can do your bachelor's and then you can apply for masters, like for internship
Hmm.
to the desired companies that you want to work with. So you can keep a portfolio ready in your hand,
Hmm.
not only the traditional pen and paper sketches but also the digital ones that you do on the phone, or like I'm doing on the phone.
Hmm.
But you can also go for projects. You can create your personal projects.
Hmm.
If you are going to work, for example, with um, BMW, then you can do a project focusing on BMW future concepts, and you can prepare a short model also if you
Hmm.
can.
Yeah.
And while you're applying for internship for to the particular company, then you can present that project of yours. Then according to your skills and according to your quality, they will select you.
Yeah, man.
That is what.
So, man, like one thing is for sure, I'm going to, start my designing journey from now. Like seeing you after designing that, I was like,
That's great.
leave it, man. Exams, the day that my exams got over, I'm going to start my designing journey as well. So, Karthik, thank you for teaching us so much, man.
You're welcome, everyone.
Even if one viewer after watching this video decides to take action and start sketching their own sketches, I will consider this video successful. Won't you as well?
Yes, that will be great.
Yeah, that will be great for sure, man.
After all, it's not just about conveying the design languages and all the ideas, but it is also about how people are getting into this field just for
Hmm.
the sake of the world
Hmm.
and for the future as well. So I would be happy to see if we get to see some designers getting into the field of automotive design after
Yeah.
watching this video.
Yeah, man. I'm
That
just
would be
waiting
wonderful.
for I'm just waiting for, the DMs to come in. Like I
Yeah,
learned from this podcast. I learned from your podcast with Karthik. Well,
absolutely.
yeah, man. Well, that will be all for this time, everyone. Subscribe to Motor Drift for more such content in the future, and I will meet you again with yet another value fit podcast. Till then, ciao.
Thank you for everyone for watching.